The trick, it seems, to beating Wall Street at its own game is to not play its game.
Basically, the trick is to be cheap and lazy. The secret to beating Wall Street in recent years has been to engage with it as little as possible. You can't really build wealth in this country unless you start your own business or buy houses or something without, having some investments, right? But that doesn't mean you need to pay a lot. And what Wall Street absolutely hates, and what they were getting very worried about in the run-up to this episode, is that people were becoming increasingly passive. They were buying index ETFs and things like that paid Wall Street 0.03% a year. It's not that they were losing money on them, but they weren't making money compared to the good old days. And so they wanted to get people excited and active. And they were very happy to see that over 10 million new accounts were opened mainly by young people who were very, very active, who were paying them, a couple of $100 a year indirectly without their knowing it, through, kind of kickbacks and payment for order flow, basically. So passive investors who buy low-cost products and trade them very rarely will beat 85 to 90% of their peers in investing. It's just a proven thing that they'll do well.
So the trick, it seems, to beating Wall Street at its own game is to not play its game.
Basically, the trick is to be cheap and lazy. That's what all this technology has made possible. So that's like you have Vlad Tenev of Robinhood going in front of Congress and saying, wow, we wanted to democratize finance. Finance has been democratized a lot. If you go back 40 years ago, there's no way that with $50 or $100 you even could have opened a brokerage account. No one would have allowed you to do it. You would have paid so much in commission anyway that you would have chewed it all up. Today you can do that. So the bar has been lowered to the point that people with much less money, much earlier in the process, can get on the ladder financially, which is a great thing. But what's not a great thing, the way that they've learned to trade has been to see what people are talking about on social media and buy that, and then change their mind the next day. It's proven that the more you trade, the more poorly you do. Their study after study has shown that.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you tomorrow.